Yo guys, what's up? It's XRAYZ and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about some of the issues that we are having here with Modern Warfare 2. Specifically, this is a lot of UI stuff and a lot of stuff that's just kind of weird missing stuff, and we'll talk about it here in the video. Who knows if it's coming maybe later on, but this is just some stuff I've noticed. If you guys have noticed things that are missing or things that could be improved, by all means drop it in the comment section below, because I think that the bare bones of this game, the core of this game, is actually very, very fun. I've been enjoying playing this. Towards the end of the beta, I'm going to be completely honest, 100% transparent, I was not enjoying the beta. I had a lot of fun in the first weekend. Second weekend, something happened, and I just did not enjoy the game as much. I don't know what it was, whether it was the time to kill they changed or something went on in that second weekend where just like towards the end of the beta, I was like, God, I don't know if I am going to be able to make any content on this game, or if I'm going to be able to cover this game for the supposed 2-year life cycle that it's going to have, if I'm just not enjoying what I'm doing. And so, but then when the game came out, I played it, I've been enjoying it. It feels like the skill-based matchmaking has been kind of lowered a little bit. It's not as intense. At least that's what I feel. I'm not the best player, so maybe if you're like the upper echelon pro player, you're still feeling that heavy. But I feel like they kind of got the more middle average players to a better place. So that's just from my own personal experience. Everything else though seems to be like, I'm not getting as frustrated as I was before. But with that said, there's still some things that can be improved in this game, which are kind of annoying things, and we'll talk about it. So here I have Modern Warfare 2 running on PC. It's just easier for me to click around for you guys. But let's start off with this. This main menu is not great. It's actually pretty trash, if I'm being honest with you, because it feels like they went with a design that was more for like scrolling with a mouse than anything else. And if you're playing on PS5, or if you're playing on console, or if you're playing on PC with a controller, it's just incredibly annoying to try to go to all these different settings here. Like if you want to play multiplayer, if you want to go over to cooperative, this is another thing that kind of is a pet peeve of mine. But like, why do you have everything separated here? Like, you've got quick play, third person, prison break, and then you've got another tab that's for ground war. It's like, if this was just specifically a list like we have in Vanguard or in Modern Warfare 2019 or in any other Call of Duty that we've ever had, and it's just a list of stuff, it would be so much easier. I feel like they tried to go for something that looked a little bit more sleek and a little more, I don't know, Hulu-like. I think one of the guys they hired on actually did work for Hulu, so I guess they were inspired by that. But this is just not great. And I know, I understand that there's a lot of time and a lot of money that goes into UI and trying to get things to work, and then it's like, it would just probably be a nightmare for them to go like, all right, well, we got to completely redo the menus. But that's just, I mean, can I live with it? Yes, but for the majority, yes. Like this portion right here is not bad, but when you go over to some of the other parts of the UI, it's just horrible. When you go over to weapons, you know, these are like whatever, right? You can pick those pretty easily. Those are pretty standard. You're just clicking on a menu like you were before. But then once you get to the actual loadout tab, it's like you got these on the bottom, so then you gotta actually scroll through these like left and right as opposed to up and down. It's so much easier. You've got, like, I like the preview of your weapon, but that's just, we've had that before in other Call of Duties, and it's just like off to the side. I would much rather have that in a list I can scroll down than left and right. That's just a little more annoying. It's kind of works easier on console than it does on PC. When it's sometimes on PC, it's like hard to scroll through left and right. It's easier up and down because you have the scroll wheel. The other thing is like this menu, sometimes you'll get confused. I guess that's just the main point I'm trying to make. There's a lot of confusion when you're playing this game. Once you play for a while, you start getting it, but like if you like don't play this for a little bit and you jump right back in, it's like, what the hell's going on again? Like for instance, you go over to here, you're like, well, I want to edit my weapon, so you try clicking on it. Oh no, you know what, this is actually the weapon select. It's just like, okay, well, I guess I gotta scroll up to this. Just some of the unlock things, it's like the unlocking also is probably the most difficult part. You need to like be paying attention. It's got to be a master list somewhere for this. But if you go to Gunsmith, it's like, well, how do I unlock certain attachments? If I go here, I'm like, well, how do I unlock some of these? Oh, this one, leveling up the STB, leveling up the, you know, all these other ones. It's like, what? Like, why do I need to have a list at all times of which weapons I need to level up to get? It's like, fine, whatever, I'll do it, but at the same time, it's just like, what is going on here? And then the same thing with customization. I do appreciate that they made it easier for you to get gold. That's probably one of the coolest things that they did. But then you get to this point right here where it's like all the camos you unlock individually for each weapon. You know, as you are leveling up your different weapons, it's like you get this camo, you get that camo. It's like, I like this system in terms of like, if you level up a weapon, you just get a camo, a base camo you can use on everything. And then if you want to target a specific one, you can. The problem is this right here, this whole scrolling left and right. It's like, it's kind of annoying. It's like, I would rather not see this. Just give me a list of all the different styles, whether it's the tiger one or the skulls or whatever, and then I can pick, condense these into one image, and then let me go through it and then expand that into a different list. Don't give me everything all at once, because then it's like I'm infinitely scrolling to get to these, you know what I mean? And it's just like, it's a little annoying. So it's, but again, like I said, it's like, oh, what are these actually? This actually looks kind of cool. Some of these colors are nice, dog, but I mean, like the same thing I'm saying. It's like, well, could you make this a little easier to scroll through, because it's just kind of a nightmare to see. I haven't even gone through all the camos yet, but I mean, like, again, it's just so daunting how much you have to do just to get a specific camo on a specific weapon, that it's just like, can we get this a little more understandable? And it's not just like, hey, level everything up. I guess that's just the thing they want everyone to do, just unlock everything so it's not confusing. And then one of the other aspects of this game that have been kind of interesting has been, you know, your social hub. And then when you're trying to show, you know, see stuff, like you can edit still stuff like this, like your clan tag calling or whatever. You can do that. You can also just go here and go to your social club or whatever, your social area. And this also another one of those where it's like, why is this a thing? Like, why? Like, just make a list. Make a list. Have this here. Have the list here on the side of all your different options, so you can still showcase your character. But there's really no point in having all of this. The other thing that they did was just like no barracks, which is like, what? How do I not have a barracks? Like, you can go to your friends. You can go to recent if you guys want to see recent players. I reported someone who was taking no damage recently. But then it's like, what? And then you can do your showcase where you show off your, you know, emblems and your calling cards and stuff like that. But there's no barracks to see how you're performing, which I don't know if that was a conscious decision. They maybe just don't want people to see how bad they're actually doing. I don't know. But there's no barracks. There's no challenges. The only challenges you have are like your daily challenges, and then maybe like a bonus challenge once you complete those. But there's no specific challenges that you would get like in Vanguard, for instance, where you had seasonal challenges that you could try to complete. So it's just interesting. There's a lot of stuff missing. And let's talk about the elephant in the room. There's no hardcore. There's no hardcore modes or playlists that you can do. They said it's coming in the future with DLC, or I should say season 1, which is I believe on the 19th or something like that. I don't even remember. Point is, they launched the game without hardcore, and it's just there's a lot of issues. And like I said, this is not to hate on Modern Warfare 2. In fact, this is because I am enjoying Modern Warfare 2, and it would just make it easier if the user experience was a little bit easier, not having all these weird like menus that are just a little confusing. Even the customization section is confusing. The decisions that like have to infinitely scroll through camos, or if you're, you know, you have no barracks, you go over to your social thing, and it's just kind of like, it's just a lot. It's a lot going on, and it feels like it's easier on PC for the most part to go through and check out the things you want. But if you're like on console, that's just wasted time, dog. And you're like, you're trying to play, and there's just confusion and stuff like that. So that's just what it is. I wanted to talk to you guys about this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But let me know what other things you guys are seeing that is missing. I saw some people mentioning the challenges. I saw people mentioning hardcore. I saw people mentioning the barracks is gone. I saw people mentioning stuff like just, I don't know. It's a lot of stuff that's just kind of like nitpicky stuff. Like I said, I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying playing the game. I've been enjoying pretty much. I've been sticking to quick play, ground war, and invasion, and it's the most fun I've had with this game. Like, I did not think I was going to enjoy this game as much as I did because of the experience I had with weekend 2 of the beta. But, you know, I want this to be better and just like not be as just weird as weird as it is. And again, like, is it going to kill me? Is it going to stop me from playing the game? No, it's just an inconvenience. And I feel like they can maybe fix this in the future. We'll see. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like. And if you're new, make sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss a single upload. And if you guys want to support the channel directly, you can do so by checking out my sponsors, Control Freak and Aim Controller. I use them every single time I play. Code OGXRAYZ gets you a discount. Check out G2A as well if you guys want to get some cheap PC games, Xbox Live codes, and more. And follow me on Twitter at OGXRAYZ if you guys want to talk, interact, or if you have feedback or whatever. Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.